It's Diaspora Connect UG, bringing you closer to home. Welcome to Ambrin's Beauty and Boutique. We are specialists in Islamic wear, hijabs, thobs, kufi and Muslim headwear.
Katika tuanjulile, iView Properties Limited, your gateway to a richer life.
You're watching Diaspora Connect UG.
Kwaniriza ku Diaspora Connect UG wasozotya wasibyotya mukwano gyosinze okubanga otulaba. Thank you so much. Amanya nze Mary Flavia namulindwa akula mwana kwestukira ku mukutu gaffe guno gwa Diaspora Connect UG tukuleetya abantu bangi ab'enjawulo abalina ke beekoledde abatandika obutandisi buli omu n'atubulya embeera y'obulamu nga bwe muyisizza mu biti eby'enjawulo mu bifo eby'enjawulo ate n'abo abatutumufu n'abatali batutumufu bonna kyobumanya stories ez'enjawulo tuzikuleetera lwaki tuzireeta twagala tukuzeemu amaanyi to inspire you in one way or the other. Twagala munange olime kubeerawo nga weekubagizawo gamezi bannange byange byagaana bannange nzibange ebitinedda toli weka mukwano abantu bangi bagenda bayita mu mbeera gy'olimu so nkwetya wana abantu ne bakuzaamu amaanyi olunaku olwaleero bwendese nosobola kutuzaamu maanyi leero ndese munnamawulire munnange omukuukuutivu a senior journalist, a reporter, a presenter, abano kumugambe kirala ono mwana yasoma mawulire n'agakuguka n'agajja Uganda n'agaleeta ku America batwa ku America teyatuula n'agongerayo n'agasoma paka nafuna degree University of Columbia University. Ladies and gentlemen, bwe yali Uganda yali agasakira ku Parliament nze njukanye namulaba yali akola ku NBS nawe walala
I think it was on the NBS.
On the NBS. Her name is Bahati Remmy, ladies and gentlemen. Tugenda kunywa mwana mwala Bahati Remmy atubulye what is she up to. One thing she told me, Flavia, I am soon getting married.
Omusajja yali woyo gogenda okumpa.
Si wote muwanga Remmy.
So I don't know.
Byali byadda.
Cheka byali kutwaliriza chai.
Kati byagwawo.
I'm thinking about it.
You're thinking about it. Remmy, buza kubatulaba.
Nsanyise nnyo. Ebale nnyo kunchazaako ku Diaspora Connect UG.
Wow.
Oluganda lwange ngenda kulwogeramu mu Lutoro because I'm a Mtoro woman.
Oh, you're Mtoro.
So my Uganda won't be so perfect, but at least I can try because I've lived in Uganda for a very long time. So ndumanyi naera neanza nnyo mwebale okutwegattako. Sanyisa nnyo okujjako wano mu kibuga kya LA n'okusinkana mwana muwala Flavia namulindwa.
Remmy oli otya?
Gyendi nyabo.
Oli bulungi. Bigenda bitya?
Si bubi.
How have you been?
Not bad.
Not bad. Good.
Hanging
in. Kuliko ebitabo.
Nabimala.
N'otutyako emmere.
You know, when I'm at Okusoma, like there was something going on because when you just finish school or any career development TV, so it was so much going on. But I'm planning to throw a big party in New York City.
In New York?
I hope you'll show.
Why not in LA?
Because I live in New York.
Why don't you relocate?
Honestly, I love New York.
You love New York.
The city that never sleeps.
Oh.
When I'm away, New York.
Are you a party animal?
I try.
You try.
I try to find my work-life balance.
So, Remmy, ochakola mawulire in America here oba wabimala? Wabisoma nobiteka?
So, when I left NBS, let me first tell you why I left. Nakola mawulire in Uganda for so many years. I think like 6-7 years reporting from Parliament, and I was doing the same stories every day. Yenda ku Parliament, appointments committee, whatever, public accounts committee, same stories. Money being swindled in billions.
Wow.
So I was like, this is the same stuff that I'm reporting every day and nothing is being changed. So ninko waningamba and bakula bak TV oyogera ku billions a cent. You're interviewing the big wigs in government, parliament, wherever the country, and people assume like you're so rich. Ningambo too.
Is that so?
That's the case.
No, reporting about something doesn't mean that you have something.
No, because that's how society has taught us, especially in Uganda. When they see you on TV doing something extraordinary, they don't even focus on that. They focus on who this person is. And that's why like you kept on seeing these tabloids reading so much stuff about me. I need to be better. I needed something to challenge me. And then I was like, let me go to the US. I wanted to write American stories for the American audience, and that has been a long time dream of mine. So when I got this chance, I was like, damn, I'm going to Colombia. America. And this is what exactly I'm doing.
So why did you leave? You left Uganda because they thought you had money, yet you don't have money?
No, first of all, I wanted to change my life. I had lost my mom. I was so sad about it, like going back home, and my mom is no more. Then two, I needed something to challenge me to be better. Then I was like, America, you joke on challenging. If I used to admire Don Lemon, Anderson Cooper, and then I'm like, I can be like them actually. So they inspired me to come here and do stories, start doing stories in the US.
So you came to the US for further studies, right?
Yeah.
And then...
So when I came, no, I didn't come for further studies. I actually migrated to the US.
You relocated?
Yes.
No vetoro, yona nova ikampala no mteka yogamba, no. And now I'm in New York.
Natukira, Washington, D.C., where I lived for 3 years. I was working with a company, it's a media company. But then I was also corresponding for NBS TV. I covered the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic, Ninkola presidential election, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and so many other stories here within the US. Then I also was corresponding for Citizen TV in Kenya. So Ngambakolera story, Maulide. But then I was like, I met my friend Larry Mado. I don't know whether you know him.
No,
he's
but
now at CNN. So he came to see me in Washington, D.C., and then he told me about Columbia. I was like, Larry, I want to be a Columbia. I mean, it's the #1 journalism school in the world. So I was like, Nchagala genda Columbia.
Yeah. Nga Santa Rosina, obango limbidoto loto.
Centenary Sizirina. I actually applied for a scholarship in Colombia.
Oh.
Safunaya Dechkumi. I'm one African student in our class who didn't get any money from Colombia.
Aww.
So I had to find my way of getting this money.
How
It's
did
really
you do
pricey.
it?
So I had some money that I had saved, so I was like, let me just use my savings because the tuition is like $110,000 US.
Ngogenda kuzija what? Savings from Uganda, really? Was that? Could that make, I mean, yeah, for how long would it even pay for your tuition?
So Nali in Kola one, like I said, I had moved here before. So I was working and I was saving some money. Yeah, so I was like, let me just invest in myself.
You got some money from Uganda.
No.
The fact that you are reporting those billions being swindled, maybe somebody had to give you some money. Now, you know what, Remmy? You go to America, just zip up. Don't say nothing.
No. I didn't get any money from Uganda. Even when I made pleas to be helped, no one helped me, and no one can come from Uganda and claim me that they contributed a penny towards my scholarship.
Rumor has it. Diaspora connects UG. I'm trying to. I don't know. I can bring this rumor to you, but again, I'm thinking, is it a rumor or it is true?
I can confirm if it's true. Just shoot it.
Did doctor help you in one or the other?
Dr. Bessager?
Yes.
More emotional, more, what is that?
Financial?
No, financially, no. But he didn't help me. However, because I was looking for money, 450 million Uganda shillings is not little money for
That's a lot of money.
So I actually, I mentioned it to him. Namgamba Dr. Bessager, I have this amazing opportunity. It's too much money. And, no, he didn't help me.
Remmy, what is your relationship between you and doctor?
He's just a patriot, a man who has sacrificed his life to change Uganda.
No, not between Uganda and doctor, not between you, the two of you.
Yes, he's just a wonderful man who I respect, I appreciate, I've looked up to as a mentor, because at one time I wanted to run for office and I had to go to him to guide me. So I know people used to talk too much, especially in government, when I used to cover those stories about Bessager. I think he's just a wonderful person.
Okay.
And I respect him for that.
Okay, thank you so much. At one time, Remmy wanted to run for an office. What was that? Diaspora Connect UG. Tugenda kudda after the break atubulire what happened. Didn't she run? Lwaki teyavuganya? Bamusikayo, bamusuula, bamukonjera. What happened? And by the way, kiki ekyamusikiriza okugamba nti nange nsobola okugenda ne nesimbawo okubeera mu East African Parliament. Ate kiki ekyatuukawo akasente kagaana wabyali bitabo. Ambrins Beauty and Boutique. After the break, Ambrins Beauty and Boutique wasangwa ku 714 Owensmouth Avenue. Itayo munanga bayina ebintu birungi nnyo nyine ddala ebintu ebipya bingi nnyo itayo mukwano gwange yeetaaze obwowo obulungi menye kindeke ki genda ku mukutu gwabwe ku www.ambrinsonline.com ojja kubanga obasanga odakikemu ate nkomewone mwana mwala atunyonyole kiki ekyatuukawo tovaawo.
Welcome to Ambrins Beauty and Boutique. We are specialists in Islamic wear, hijabs, thobs, kufi and Muslim headwear, oud, oil perfume, stock atta, bags and shoes, long dress, headscarf, and lots more. We also have menswear from t-shirts, shirts, jeans, trousers, etc. Visit our store on 7142 Owensmouth, Canoga Park, California, or call us on 818-564-7446. You can also visit us on our website at www.ambrinsonline.com. Ambrins Beauty and Boutique, your specialist in Islamic wear. It's Diaspora Connect UG, bringing you closer to home.
Hey, all my people, what's up? It's your boy Eddie Kenz, and I'm here to let you know that we have Diaspora Connect UG, and it brings you closer to home. So please, just go subscribe on all social media platforms. Bless and enjoy yourself.
Hijabs, thobs, kufi and Muslim headwear.
Katika tuwanjulile, iView Properties Limited, your gateway to a richer life.
You're watching Diaspora Connect UG.
Kulikayo mukwano gwange mukumbulamu twebazanyi banafa bateka musente aba iView Properties abagamba munange itako wali eri kuza Nabazi's Emporium ofune munange itaka eri legit ofune munange chapa echi legit baleme kuba mabali kuchera mikwano jange leka gama nti sina wasene zange muganda wange nazidya senga wange koja wange na iView bajja kukuli itaka edunji atenga buliri buchimu ekiri mazi masanyalaze ati banafe aba hardware world basangibwa ntinda supermarket yebizimbisibwa yokka mu Uganda eriage gendo gule account baje kuteeka sente zo ogenda tukozikola mu ekyamakulu ngada mbutuufu kyekyo nchaine Bahati Remmy mawulire omukuku senior journalist. Are you a journalist?
I don't know whether I can call myself that, but I've been in the media for so long.
How long?
It's more than 10 years.
More
now.
than 10 years. So you're a senior journalist.
Probably.
How old are you, Remmy?
I'm 28.
28?
Yeah.
Usaze keme?
Naye but this sagala nakogera miaka
Ati
jana. I have
mwachi.
to be 16 forever.
16 forever, no problem. My friend is still 25 up to today, even
That's
up.
good. Right.
And do you see me here?
Oh, okay.
Can I tell you how old I am?
Yeah, chi baby.
Babe told me, babe. Even 12, you. Agasajja gajjaku. Baby yangana kwogera emyaka gyange bade nali njogera na was free with it. Babe, tamumanyi.
Simumanyi.
Bina amaso naye tebiraba. Kansole Muganda. Bina amaso naye tebiraba. Kati kwambuza kibuzo ngekyo. Bahati bakujja mu gufo. Ani akujja, what happened?
So I had covered Parliament for more than 6 years because my MPs bebalonda. So these are people I had worked with for all these years, and I knew I was going to win. By then,
how do you know you are going to win? Really?
Because I was friendly, and these people know my work. It can speak for itself. So
do you mean they elect according to friendship? I mean, how close you are to MPs or what?
Because of how I articulate things. I believe in myself.
Maybe
That's
somebody else articulated them more than you did.
No, because that wasn't even the case, because they ended up scrapping that position off from the list.
Why?
I don't know. The then Speaker of Parliament, Rebecca Kadaga, she came to Parliament, she created this slot for the youth. And then, because each party has to have like, send different representatives. So, nemateka which for Chabavuka. when I saw that, I was like, damn, I can do this. I can represent Uganda to the East African Parliament. Ningende waka, I thought about it. I consulted so many people in
Dr. Inclusive.
Yes, he actually, Dr. Besje is really, he guided me on how to approach this. So ningende waka nenshirowoozamu, I was like, you know what, I can do this. So, but the only way to win was to cause a certificate here NRM, because they are the majority in Parliament. So when I was thinking about it, because me, I hold no personal vendetta, even then I've covered the opposition, but I'm neutral, like I don't support any political party.
Just like any other Mnamaulin.
Yeah, so Besje told me, Nangamba, Remmy, you have a bright future ahead of you. If you're thinking of running on the NRM ticket, no person in your generation wants to associate with NRMs. I was like, please don't do it. You have a career ahead of you. All the things you want today, you can achieve them in future. And he was right. So he was like, Tobikola, Nenkera kumachane to the parliament, the speaker held a session. And this position was no more. Naji Jako Kugundi.
Why? Just like that?
I don't know why. I think State House got involved and they had their favorite candidate who was Lillian, the now woman MP for Chitgum.
Okay.
So that was the favorite candidate for
NRM.
And there is no way. I mean, if I contested with her, I knew for sure I was going to win. But I don't really know what happened, but the speaker woke up and she was like, Tituenda abavubuka.
Tituenda abavubuka tituenda abakaire abavubuka tituenda.
So that's how I lost that.
How did you feel?
I felt bad because I had spent so much money.
Money for what again?
Printing flyers, campaigning. Remember, these are MPs. They're money-minded too as well. Like you have.
Did you have to give them some money for them to vote for you?
Yeah, some I had to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Parliament
They're accused. The investigators are as corrupt as the accused.
Are you kidding
And this
me?
is evident from the Public Accounts Committee. Remember when the IGG said our MPs bafuna trips from companies, especially who are pushing for GMOs?
Yes.
So this is everywhere. Corruption is in Uganda. It's inevitable.
So that's how you lost on your...
Yeah, that's how I lost on
Wagende wamwe kazi bakusalawo
effort pot.
Watu wagende 40 ne wesimba okuti abavubuke 40.
So when I was nali njagala kubeera woman MP, but that's when I had to move to the US.
Why didn't you first contest there? No, US. US one distance anytime. Why didn't you first contest?
I really wanted to change my life.
Oh.
And that's when I had to come here.
Is your life now changed, Mama?
Mama.
And how it changed?
How changed? So much has changed.
Like?
I'm grown. I'm a
Grown how?
Columbia
Yes,
University
mentally?
graduate, mentally, financially.
Oh.
So benji bichuka in years. I mean, everyone is growing. I'm pretty sure you too.
Of course, yes. Were you earning 50,000 while at NBS?
No.
How much were you earning? Were you earning per story, or you can also to get to exact amount? Were you earning per story or?
No, so I was one of the senior reporters in the newsroom, covering Parliament. So I wasn't earning like per hour. I was earning a monthly salary, but this was like the average salary of an NBS reporter. I think wali ukadovanga bubiri, something like
that's
that.
Good money.
Yeah, for Uganda it's good money.
And how about for America?
There's a sentence column in 1 hour, 2 hours, and you're a millionaire girl. Like for real. In just one day you make like more than 2 million.
I get it.
So you see, that's why I'm telling you, like things change.
Yeah, really they change. I remember you were reporting of Parliament for over 6 years. Go report of Parliament. That was your beat, right?
Yeah.
Tell us. I think you're the right person to tell us. No. Serious. The question I'm bringing is a serious one.
Okay.
Why are you facing the camera?
Because I want to see the viewers and tell them whatever you're going to tell me, since it's more serious.
Okay. Remmy, you're the right person to tell us. But MPs bakwana abana bamawuliti. Asize chikolo. It's true, right?
Flavia.
What?
MPs are humans.
And so?
So it's okay for them to like someone and they admire that person and they fall in love.
And they kukwana them.
It happens, but like the parliamentary rules, as our reporters, even in journalism, like you're not supposed to sleep with your sources. But there will always be admirers. Like,
okay.
People will always see you, watch you on TV and be like, Flavio, you're Magala, how do I get that? They'll put in their request.
Watching me on TV is different from me
sleeping.
You sleeping with me. Look, I'm a reporter at the parliament.
Yes.
I'll still bring in something else.
Okay.
These MPs baba kwana. That's true. Which is okay.
Yeah.
Nemubakiriza.
It depends. Me personally.
Yes.
Bahati,
yes.
Of course, I know what you're trying to insinuate.
No, I'm nothing.
Stories writing.
No. By the way, Nze Flavia, what I read about in papers, I don't take it. Why? Because I know.
Now,
of course, yes.
Put all those lines.
Amawulire matuufu until ngaga kuwandiseeko. Buli kyosoma kituufu, not until they write about you something and then you look at yourself and be like, hey,
that's not me.
Is that me? Nga nawe wenkyokikiriza. So listen to me. Babakwana. My point is here. But MPs bakwana bannamuli ne bazaalamu abaana. Ne bagaana obbawa obuyambi.
You need to talk about that. And I think that's true. I know some lady who worked at Parliament had babies with most MPs. Now that's their personal story. And this MP, who is no longer an MP, was forced to be put on child support by the speaker because he impregnated a journalist. So maybe, but again, it depends on you as a person.
Okwaniwa is okay. Remmy, how did you skip that?
Nalimugezi.
Now you skipped that, eh?
Yeah, I really like.
Flavia,
when I called it at Parliament, I was so young. I was 23 or something, 22. So abasajja bankwana bali basajja bakola abo batata bange. I would also be, how do you even kiss a man like, you know?
like who? Give an example. Like who? Like Down to bagay.
Bakuli, Flavia. Oh Lord.
Oh my. Diaspora connect you in China, Bahati, Remmy. But you enjoyed that.
Oh my God, this is so funny.
Do you miss TV back home? Like the reporting week and all that? You don't miss it, huh?
No, so I don't miss TV. It's something that I used to do every day. Nakola chain kozeko chain sobola. Nah man, like I needed to be challenged, and I wasn't growing at NBS. I was doing the same thing, and being a parliamentary reporter, I couldn't do any other bit. With Parliament, I'm general reporting. That's like really too hard for me. So I was like, I miss being on TV every day, like retelling stories that I'm passionate about. Like
I saw you reporting. I saw you reporting for NBS recently when we were in Cincinnati. The recently concluded elections, the UNA presidents and all that. Doesn't NBS pay you?
For NBS for that?
Yes. Do they pay?
So I have this working relationship with them where I correspond for them. I mean, they can pay me, but I don't need the money. I just want to tell stories. Because honestly, no TV station can afford me.
Right now. Mama?
No one can afford me.
What do you mean no TV station can
how
afford
much are
you?
they going to pay me that I'm not making at the UN?
Oh.
It's like peanuts. So I'm just a journalist who is passionate about journalism. And it's like, honestly, I would
you just give it to charity.
Yeah.
Hey, Remmy, what do you do now?
So when I finished school, the United Nations took me on as I'm in the Global Communications and Outreach Office in the Department of Management, Strategy and Policy Compliance. But I'm also doing some research work with Brown Institute for Media Innovation in Richmond, America. So currently, like, I'm working on a report about renewable energy because we're trying to have these corporate companies like Richmond, Google, Amazon transition from using green gas house to renewable energy.
So that's what you do?
In line with the UN climate change.
How much are you paid there? Because
Oli
bwala bagamba kati omwana oyo yeeragira obweragizi naye ezo sente si nnyingi ze bakola eyo.
So like that's one of the confidential things we're not allowed to
talk about. You can't talk about it right now. Okay.
Now I'm getting paid and I'm happy with what I earn.
Are you planning on going back to Uganda any soon?
Kokola yote.
I mean,
to visit, yes. But like me going back to start my life there, I don't see that happening.
Why?
Because I'm made up my mind. I want to start a new life in the US. I'm going to have my family here. So I'll go back to see my friends, relatives, and to go back and work there, I don't see that.
Supposing you and Nekuelezai.
That would be great. I'll still be serving the United Nations as an ambassador.
But not as a... Are you serious?
No, like for real. State of
For real?
In Uganda. Like, okukolerayo.
Oh, so why?
Because I'm starting my life here, Flavia. Uganda chinyuma naye
chitinyiga ate ya Uganda chinyuma ngenda kudda mpumula mukati ngenda kudda ne Remmy agenda kigambo kya family nti ye she made up her mind ayagala kubera mu America era ebintu byonna America wajoma zeko wasibe nyumba ne bwejeka katukomeo naye nga bateeka mu sente tusimba nnyo banafa Western Capital Consulting basanga Pasadena wali ku 256 South Lake Avenue gwe yetaaza okukola ku credit y'omukwano tukubire ku simu ogiraba wansi eyitawo Western Capital Consulting ate muleja kubanga tukuyamba bintu ebimu oba ebyala eddakiika mu bbiri kankomewo otovaawo.
Hey guys, please connect to the channel Diaspora Connect UG. She's awesome. She's doing amazing job.
Welcome to Ambrin's Beauty and Boutique. We are specialists in Islamic wear, hijabs, thobs, kufi and Muslim headwear, oud, oil perfume, stock atta, bags and shoes, long dress, headscarf, and lots more. We also have menswear from t-shirts, shirts, jeans, trousers, etc. Visit our store on 7142 Owensmouth, Canoga Park, California, or call us on 818-564-7446. You can also visit us on our website at www.ambrinsonline.com. Ambrins Beauty and Boutique, your specialist in Islamic wear. It's Diaspora Connect UG, bringing you closer to home.
Katika tuwanjulile iView Properties Limited, your gateway to a richer life.
You're watching Diaspora Connect UG.
Bringing you closer to home. Diaspora Connect UG. Omwana we Fort Porto. How do they greet in
Omtoro kat.
Omtoro kat.
Oliota atuoki.
Empako yange, how do they say that?
Empako yange ninyo atuoki.
Empako yange ninyo abori.
That's hilarious.
Fort Porto yeyo Miles J Simba.
Ramiti, yeah.
Omumanyi?
Mumanyi.
Bashti
Yali akolera ku NTV, right?
Bashti mwakalu Miles mwabatora.
Mnanga abalonzi be basalawo. Nendoza balina kye balaba.
Kye balaba.
Tonchaya Ramiti. Nevambi. Simanyi lwaki teba mpozi yali ku FDC.
Yes. Ate nga nawe FDC.
Nze Bahati Remmy.
Oli wachi?
Sina kibiina.
Oli awo.
Yeah, sina gwe mpagira. But I like seeing people coming out to speak passionately about the gross human rights that are going on in the country. Obwavu. Ababantu abo bansanyusa nnyo because these are social issues that everyone needs to be speaking about.
Nate, the most surprising thing is in our country, it is what is less talked about.
Ebyo.
Bibasinga obutayogerako ate ebino ebyala sente zagunne gundi bibasinga okusosowaza ku
ino okujira mu media n'obagamba abantu. They should be speaking so much about
it. We've talked, they've talked, activists have talked, they've spoken, nothing has changed for years and years. Today, tomorrow, the other day, up to
Flavia, one thing I know for sure is we are not going to, you as Wenga wa NUP. Temugena funa change jamagala.
Gweto jagala.
I want to see things being done differently. Na ye change yo jamunonya what you're doing right now is actually having an impact, whether it's through social media activism, through a tweet, phone call, whatever you denounce, it's creating an impact. And jabujama satomanya if you bakulembeze mwe bataba disappointing.
When you joko get them holding anga man into going to disappoint us, they will not disappoint us, and the change that we want is soon coming.
It doesn't end in tears.
No, it can't end in tears.
And yeah, so that's it really. I'm happy.
Your bomb why dodge and take it.
No, you are supporting all your mom.
It will end in tears. Are you sure it will end in tears?
No, I'm just saying, like, you never know.
That statement is so strong. But
I'm really,
regardless, we move.
Young people like you, never demanding for change. That's what democracy should all be about. And I'm happy you have this passion. I love ambitious people like you guys.
Thank you. Remmy, you talked about family.
Yeah.
You're married, right?
Nope. This single, do you have someone for me?
Say it in the camera.
No, I'm single.
You're not looking for us. No, you're not married.
No, I'm not married.
You're single.
I'm single.
You divorced?
Divorced who?
Are you searching?
Me. I'm very honestly like Flavia. Oh my god, you're so funny. What's the joke is Flavia?
Remmy, are you searching?
Me? I'm talking to someone's son.
Someone's son's about to propose, huh?
I don't know. Honestly, like I don't know, but I think I'm still single, that's for sure. I'm not married. Never been married.
You're seeing somebody?
But I want to get married too, you know?
Soon, eh?
Yeah.
You're seeing somebody?
I don't want to say it. And it ends in tears.
Who is your ideal man?
My ideal man. Is Namlinger for sure. I'm not going to date a man who is not educated.
Okay. Does education matter in a relationship?
Yeah, no. What? Like, yes, to me it does. Omusajja Atasooma Amenya. Most, and this is what I've seen in our community here. Most guys come to the US, never better comfortable, they forget to go back to school. Honestly, what are we going to be discussing about? Was there Tosomi? My worry is getting married and have nothing to talk about with that person.
Okay. Talk about your future. Talk about your relationship. I mean, what are you there to talk about? If it's business, you can discuss business.
I don't see that.
Then what has education got to do in a relationship?
Because mindset because me, I'm passionate about, and this is something I've seen it's even manifesting in our friendships before I got to that ideal man. I met a friend recently who I had not seen in 4 years. She was from Uganda.
Okay.
Instead of like talking to me about my accomplishments, I just graduated from Colombia, I landed a job at the UN. I wanted to hear about the things she's so passionate about, the things she wants to change. But she only wanted to know, are you getting married soon? Are you having babies soon? Are you throwing a pregnancy baby shower anytime soon? And listened. And then she told me outright in my face, if you don't have any of that stuff that you're planning now or in the foreseeable future, there is nothing to talk about. And then I was like, damn, that was the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard. It's because this is how society has taught us. Until Tulima America, celebrating romantically, you have achieved nothing, and that mindset needs to change, especially.
To me, marriage isn't an achievement.
Exactly. But that's what society sees, an African society. If you're a woman of a certain age and you're not celebrating a romantic milestone, you're a failure.
To them, not to me.
Yes. So, single kunyiza. Coming back to the guy. Omusajja Atasooma Amenya. simanjagala kwogerako bintu ebiri ebitegeerekeka, you know.
Ebitegeerekeka nga biriwa. Remmy, bwe bafunye omusajja wange nga mwagala. Ne bwaba wa pitu ebitegeerekeka nga ki? Baby sente, baby emmere yiino, baby tuzaala abaana. Ate ntya.
Because how is he going to make money? A decent living that will excite you and I.
Omanyi abasajja abataasoma nti basinga okukola sente, omwana ono abadde ki?
Bazikola batya?
Bazikola batya? Juza kyazaala n'omwami n'angamba nze saasoma simanyi na luzungu naye ng'omwezi akola omutwalo gwa $1.
Abo bakole naye nze sigenda kufumbira musajja ataasoma. Ekyo kyo.
Okumenya ogenda kumwetikka.
Okumwetikka batya?
Anti ogambye nti amenya.
Yes, because at the end of the day, you'll be the one providing in this household.
What do you mean providing?
You live in America here. What do you mean how much these Americans value their education? A lot.
But Remmy,
Omusajja otokola sentence zitegeerekeka.
What level of education do you want that person to be at?
I think it's good like to attract something similar mindset here. Master's degree. I have a master's degree. If you don't have that, baby, we have nothing to talk about. I will friend zone you. Even if you have so much love for me and you're dying for me, I won't. Probably this is why I'm single. And
you bros on him, eh? Bro, everything, bro, eh?
Chill, baby.
Are you serious?
For real?
For real, for real?
I mean, that's a big deal breaker for me. What was summer? I'll reference to the words of my friend Remmy. She keeps on telling me, "Will have any choices, and you decide what you want to do with your life." I want to go back street. They had all the opportunities to be better in this country. Could they never summer, but they chose that life.
Remmy, bonafuna omusajja ono nga yasoma ng'ebitabo bina nga bw'obyetaaga naye nga takwagala naye nga is not providing. Because not the kind of man nga love jakwasi ujayagala nga gwomuntu ogenda kikolera ki bw'oyagala bitabu. And there are those that are even educated learn but they're still broke.
I think that's a choice they make. Because if you have a master's degree in this country, you can be better. There are opportunities always.
But Remmy,
we definitely have nothing to do together.
So besides bitabu, what else?
Flavia, sagala gamba sente nayenga sente ezo so sichukulu. I don't want to look like a horror. No, you don't have to be rich. Nayenga mindset inze njagala abasajja abagezi. Someone I will talk to, non-challenging.
We'll talk to about what?
About life.
We're going to discuss GDP ya America.
About life.
What do you mean life?
I'm so much attracted to intelligent men. Never but okomyum P2, okomyum high school, tewasoma, yes. Really, ndabanga.
Ogenda funa omusajja nga yasoma, yes. Nenga utulagwe left and right. Ogenda chikoloji. Nga kuba chino nisana. Tenga mutamivu naganga.
No, I don't want that person. Wabango asomako toyinza kubutula mukazi kiro na kiro. Emotional.
It's because
disturbance.
Listen, it's because you are covering Parliament. You didn't have time and chance to hear to these stories of bangi ya soma ne yasiga mu mwenge bangi ya soma tampa ne 10 bangi ya soma mwenzi bangi ya soma akola ABCDFG. Abako byechika.
Abako byechika.
Banango ni mwana sulaba na mulaba.
Flavia, omusajja yasoma akimanyi nti beating a woman is a crime. Omusajja yasoma akimanyi sikulimba Flavia. No. Omusajja atasoma
Let's go slow, Remmy. What one is Cincinnati? I covered a story of some lady, a one natural wa. Omuchala gwe bayira acid.
Oh, yeah.
Omusajja amuyira acid is a lecturer at Makerere University.
Damn. Oh, you are American nechi, bino be emotions.
No.
People are really temperamental.
That's
why we have to date Flavia. Date everyone.
They also dated and got married. They even have 2 kids, 2 children, 2 girls. Beautiful.
That's beyond my control.
See?
I don't want him to paint that picture of that's terrible. I'm so sorry that
can I give you a small advice? You might have been in relationships, but let me tell you this. One thing, are you a prayerful lady?
Yeah.
Do you pray?
I believe.
You believe. You pray and you believe.
Yeah.
Now, in a relationship, one thing you need to ask from God, to pray from God is mukama tata mpa omusajja oyo
yasomako
listen ebitabo bireme kukukugira kufuna musajja oyo gwoyaga let me tell you Remmy saba mukama akuwa omusajja oyo agenda okukutegeera that's number 1 agenda okukwagala that's number 2 agenda okukulabirira ate nga atya Katonda bino ebitabo byansi Remmy if you get that man
Flavia omusajja mukama wanamumpa era mukama akitegeereko omusajja yasoma nze sijja kufumbira omusajja ataasoma mbenyeke mu relationships and you know what these men do nowadays bakubaza ng'olina wakola weekolera weesomera they come and marry you they treat you bulungi 10 passes
Nozaala.
Nozaala. You don't have kids baby I've seen stories I've covered stories I actually learn from my subjects and my
Remmy, bangamba bagasajja Uganda gakwana abaana bali ku America gabazalemu abaana.
Abo babaza tubuze.
Are you serious? Walifunye ekimu?
Uganda. So many people try and ask me out.
Ngagala Uganda, ninga gagaloddeyo gakuzalemu omwana.
Ganzalemu omwana. MPs.
Wanji?
But I mean, sorry. But baby, look. I'm being silly. Just disregard that. Nadia, this is happening because Uganda, they are pushing our people, our kids, okubanga, they are desperate, they can do anything. Atilaba gwe namulindo oli mu America okola sente zo olabika bulungi. Which man wouldn't want to come here and marry you?
So agasajja gaga nedda ekyokumalira
bakubaza yanti
atigwa bagambe nti oli single gagenda flaga inbox yo gakulinda ali ku airport ng'otuuse
kanyongereko ne kino newanga wasomera Uganda you must have an Ivy League degree like me. Right? So Bambi, I'm just kidding about that. Don't take me seriously. That's really happening in I don't want to end up seeing no, Bambi told you this this is so hilarious. No.
Remmy agasajja gamanyira nyabana babande.
Nze namlindo nalaba.
Ate labayo kati ate ekintu kyokimanyi bwe weweerera kati akasente ko kavalue kako
right you know
era kavalue kako kaveeye omusajja ajje nga ne
chavalaba
ina university nga kizogobye kati abasomera
Ngena mkubalira universities zenjagala.
Okay.
Harvard.
Lubongoya. Gati banyira bamu Harvard kati omulala.
You never mubaza kati.
Are you sure?
Ngabagambya abala be Uganda babaza akanja. Nabe Uganda bamubaza. Yale, Stanford, Harvard, Columbia, Berkeley.
Byasija boyagala.
Because honestly, nze njagala bintu byetu nayogera ko Flavia.
Nga you on the same page.
Yeah.
Tuyagala musajja munyumya ate tunyumya bintu bya UN ate tugenda kukola kino nakino.
You see nagwe money, you know. Yeah.
Ate musajja anyumya ate banange boda zagize ate taxi baziganye mu park ate
ebyo. So I see myself getting married to someone when bang and do actually that path and bananga mfumbo sija bonyolera. Njagala basajja bagezi obatoli mu
sajja nimyazi dinner date
says
dinner
date is not even that because we can buy dinner together. So bolomugolira dinner.
Kankubuza Remmy, omanyi at times batobuza what can you put on table ofunye omusajja yes well and good which much nanga bochetaga bwe chicho oteka ku meza ngagwe Remmy omukyala
nze kisoka my brain nze ndowooza nze gola bamwana
does brain put on the table?
No, it doesn't, but that's something chenyinza okwongera ku musajja about tapping my personality. First of all, I'm a cheerful lady. Sigena kumuwa stress, ebyo depression. So by him associating with me, they'll be stealing my personality, and that's something I value so much. Even in my friendships, like I really, I'm so mindful of who I bring close to me. So, your personality yangi ngena chikwata yonanje omusajja.
Omusajja ono twaga omusajja yasoma ekyo kimu. Alina okuba ne master's degree. Alina okubeera mu universities as many sigenda zibaddiramu. Alina okubanga mwanvu mumpi.
I don't mind for as long as I like the person.
Okay, wamumpi mwanvu tukyogera ko muddugavu mweru.
I love you.
No. I want to be clear record.
No. I mean, I know, like, I'm talking to someone right now.
Mtoro, we need a Mtoro guy.
I like that person.
Should we get a Mtoro guy?
No, I'm actually talking to someone right now.
Oh, okay. So already qualities as Riazi in a masters from.
He's a very private man. I'll
Ugandan.
never post him on
Ugandan.
social media.
Is he Ugandan?
He's not Ugandan.
Nigerian?
No.
American?
Yeah.
Twali since nati kulikayo.
Navayo.
Wavayo. Twakola ki?
Mwanyumirwa.
Ne wanyumirwa nakuba wali n'okulonda.
Nze nalonda.
Ngabwe munamawulire yali yakavarenga okulonda okwali Cincinnati. Briefly, nsaba otuwe ekifaananyi tusigire ekifaananyi ekyakalwa akagwa akali Cincinnati akayuna.
Honestly, I observed this election. Naye tekategekebwa bulungi. Nze nagenda okulonda. And my ballot was saying this ballot has been spoiled by the administrator.
Spoiled?
Manzi jake simu yange. Nebagitwala because they knew I was going to publish this. But somehow, I had the camera and I took this picture. So that's one of...
You had a camera on you?
Najirina. Like we have these investigative cameras that we use.
Yes.
So Banzi Jaka Masimu, Banzi Jako camera, they even tried to... They Henrietta Cheyanja Gala. She's against the media, and this is something that one of the reasons why I don't like her leadership, because she doesn't understand we should be left alone.
What do you mean she doesn't like the media?
Because when I published a story about how she, Natolo, and the embassy were fighting for $50,000 US, this woman unleashed the wild words. Venom, Baroni Luangava, Timothy Nyonjo. Because of the stories that I published in the Daily Monitor. So instead of her as a leader coming out to condemn these personal attacks, and these were really personal, Colombia Yakusalago, withdraw, like those personal things. The people I'm interviewing are my boyfriends, Vichy. Nabita Muda, because I covered.
Do correction.
The former Prime Minister.
Oh.
And it's the same thing they were bringing back during this election, which is not true, of course. Henrietta Yengo Mkazi Omchala, instead of coming out and condemn these goons, I call them goons because they're horrible. Yadam Kamol Nanyumirwa Ngabavuma Natolo Mkazi Munni Ngabamvuma, and every other person who came out to oppose her leadership or to say anything about her and how she was conducting this organization.
Did you abuse them back?
No, I didn't abuse them back, but I did my job as a journalist. These are people who are in the community hiding.
What do you mean hiding?
When they're giving information back to the government. And I even brought these interviews to confirm. I had an interview with Tinka Simera, who claimed publicly Nyonjo and Ronnie Luanga, who are Henrietta's campaign agents, how they were NRM mobilizers, and they never told people in the community. So these are things that I was unearthing, Nebantabukira. But that didn't stop me from my job. I didn't relent. In Ohio, I covered the election. Things I realized, the way this whole election was conducted, totally appropriate.
What do you mean it wasn't appropriate?
Because to call it transparent.
It wasn't fair?
Yes, it wasn't. Maybe Nairobi won, but if it was fair and fair, I would honestly confirm her victory. Maybe Natolo won, but we can't tell because now everyone is like, but the
Electoral Commission came out and announced Nairobi as the winner. That means she won.
She won, but what about these ballots that were being spoiled by the administrator? They didn't
What does that mean?
Because the system was being manned by someone who kept on spoiling ballots. And you saw those screenshots. So who is this administrator? The Electoral Commission did not address that. Even when pictures were circulating,
So you wanted them to come out and say this is the administrator and because of ABCDFG of Bolt was spoiled?
Yes. The other thing I realized is the campaign financing thing. Abantu bagenda in Uganda never lobbying for money to
How
come
do you
and
know?
because the Secretary General told me that in an
Who?
interview. Todwong, Richard Todwong. He mentioned to me Nangamba, to in a candidate, we are going to finance our person and this person has to win. The Secretary General of the ruling party. Now you get it. 2. Singa Electoral Commission yet to tell that system where these candidates can come out publicly and tell us who is funding their campaigns. That would be nice. So we don't have to worry and be like, yeah, there is foreign interference, there is money flowing in from Uganda, you know? So that's something that needs to be changed.
Is it a crime if somebody is funded from Uganda?
Is it a crime?
Or is it wrong or shouldn't, people get money from Uganda and come and finance their campaign?
Yes, because I was reading the Constitution and it says it's supposed to be a non-political organization. So when you see parties coming in, trying to interfere, that shows like, people are misleading, taking the organization in a wrong way direction. So that is one.
Does that mean UNA is not political?
I think it's very political, but they're failing to acknowledge that. Because even Natolo, Amulabanga Noop, publicly campaigning, and she's someone who wanted to lead the organization. Even though Henrietta has not confirmed that she's NRM, because she has really been silent about that, so we don't know where she belongs. But I know for sure they claimed her back in Uganda, even though she hasn't addressed that.
But somebody can, you seated here, you say you sing one side and you're not touching. Somebody can claim, you say, Bahati is my girlfriend. Yeah.
Yes, so it's not true.
Them claiming her. And
unless she comes out and speaks and tells people, Nabagamba City wa NRM. But what does silence means?
It might mean yes, it might mean no.
Exactly. So I don't want to reduce this whole campaign as a noob NRM thing, but that's what it is, even though people don't want to acknowledge that. Namaba noob. Temava yo campaigning just because you're trying to promote your event, the Boston event.
Which event?
Boston.
I tell you, Gongambia, it is non-political. I tell you, why did you want Noob to come out and campaign for a candidate?
Because you thought you were going to be defeated.
Who thought? I did not think. Look, like I told you,
you're a new person.
Me being a noob, here I am a journalist, so I have to cover whatever, whatever comes up, whether NRM or Noob, mzendimuna maulili. So, nina kukola echo che nina okola.
So, yeah.
So, mukumaliriza mukumba ombako akalu tekali free and fair.
Tekali free and fair.
Kulike ebikonde.
Nali njo back baba. So nakuba wa police e Uganda. Ngamanyira.
No police e Uganda beba wano ku America.
No, so kulwanira wona like anyone who really tries to step in my way, put a block in my way, I'll always fight back. I'm a fighter.
But this one, Omusajja, why are you ready to fight them?
Me? Yeah. I knew they wouldn't do anything because one, I'm protected by the US government. I'm here as a journalist. I have a press pass. So if they had done anything to me, they would end up in jail. Since I'm here illegally, I was covering UNA illegally. Because Chovanga minjaga Omusajja mugeza anantegera.
Chegeza mukama Omusajja anakutegera. Alikuwa wana Omusajja bagenda ajakuwa
faint hearted.
Yes, ajakuwa Omusajja nga yasoma nenga akatima kankoko.
So yeah, so really like
just to write for New York Times.
So I used to write for New York Times when I was still in school. But like you, when we're Nasalon focusing on changing the world. So that's what I'm passionate about. That's what I want to do. The things I'm doing right now, they're amazing. Researching about ways to transition, helping these big companies to use 100% renewable energy to achieve the science-based target of clean air by 2025. So I'm really happy with what I'm doing right now.
Okay. Embozi ya Bahati Remmy mpamvu tulizo obutajimalayo nenge nakusaba otsiule. Unless there's something we've not talked about and you'd love to talk about. What is that?
I don't know really.
Tell me. Anything.
Nothing.
Anything.
Nothing. Really.
Nothing.
Yeah. I'm very happy that you invited me to talk about
it. I'm happy too that you made it this time because last time we met me and you. Oh. How is Brian, by the way? Brand Kwesiga, former UNA president.
Oh, he's nice. Why?
Do you know him?
Yeah, he's a very good friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
Why?
No, I'm just asking. Because I know he's your friend.
Yeah, he's a very good friend of mine.
Any greetings to anybody? Apart from Brian?
To my friend Remmy Diamond, who is seated live in my live audience. Kuzi Zaka Remmy. Apart from who?
Remmy Diamond. That's not
No. So, one thing I need to do. I love Flavia. Chenino Kogera. Tulimu community. We live in a community, not competition. No matter how these UNA campaigns get political, we should learn to live with each other and tolerate each other. Because that's what we are immigrants in this country.
Yeah, that's it.
We need each other for sure. So, ebyo byokuddaawo ne mutiyaringa abakazi ne mulangira omukazi nga bw'atazaala, like as if you control the uterus. Bagamba nati olwo mutazaala. Stuff like that, you know? As if they know how her uterus looks like. Ebyo bye binyiiza. I don't want to see women being brought down, and I'll always fight back for my fellow women.
You're like me.
Sagalira ddala. Especially ng'abavuma basajja tebamanyi what we girls go through in this country. Just because you're not married nebakulangira wadibire waka mindset eyo ezemboozi z'amalwa sizagalira ddala. So Namulindo byebyo.
Hey, Okomo, because the next time you come back here, we go live. I want to have you live. Maybe to hey,
I don't know. You should invite me back.
Aren't you busy? We're full of busy.
I know. There I am, America. You have to hustle. How are you gonna pay the bills?
But you know what? I'm gonna talk to Remmy Diamond to get a time when you kufunida or Nenga, thank you for coming through.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Same.
Keep watching Diaspora Connect UG. I'm so happy. By the way, let me take this opportunity to congratulate you. You're not competing on international. I'm so proud of your achievements.
Thank you so much.
I'm very happy for you.
Before we go, I have a group called Media Warlocks. I ever heard about it?
No.
It's a WhatsApp group called Media Warlocks. There's somebody saying, is your ex?
Anyoya.
Someone mukugamba ndekanje but naida mpako yagala bangirenze.
Nzeba ex banyumizi.
Oinaba ex Uganda bwalekayo.
Namlindo nali muto. When atandikira mawulire was 19. Nengenda ku parliament. Ngambera nagasajja agakulu. Nabamba itanagasajja. I'm sorry, but honorable members, I'm really sorry. Never MPs ngabantu bakulu. I didn't have a life as a girl growing up.
You didn't have a life?
Going on dates. I didn't have that because I was working way too much. From 7 a.m. to midnight every single day. So I never got to go around to date guys. And abanga mamba ex.
Bakwegwaniza?
Hey ex, no one can claim in Uganda.
Hey, they're going to release your notes. Omanya abasajja bezina begana. They're going to release your notes. Nze nyakubanga nkujikira mu kabox nti Remmy. What are you doing?
Wani nako ex wange choyagala gamba.
Yagala bandi. Nze ndeka bali bantu bange. Mama Media Warlocks, I love you so much. Let me see what we want.
Thank you so much, Namlindwa. This is therapy, like talking to you.
Oh, yes. And
I
laughing.
needed this. The belly laughs, you know. So, thank you for hosting me. Keep watching Diaspora Connect UG, the #1 TV station in America. Yeah, so yeah, that's it.
I thank you guys for watching. I want to camera. I'm going to see our live audience today. Thank you so much. Remmy Diamond, we love you so much. Hope someday we shall have you here and tell us 1, 2, 3 things. Maniha, Remmy has a life also. She's a life feast.
Oh, yesterday,
Hey.
babe.
Tell us. Until next time, tell us.
And her birthday is coming up too, so you should wish her
happy birthday, Remmy. Love you. How many years?
I'm 30.
Asa to go ka. Until next time, I love you so much. We out Diaspora Connect UG, bringing you closer to home.
Views expressed on this program or commentary are solely of the individuals providing them and do not represent or reflect the official policy or position of this YouTube channel or its management. It's Diaspora Connect UG, bringing you closer to home.
Katonda yabadde mwene nsonga. Hey, do you miss home? Subscribe right now. Diaspora Connect UG, bringing you closer to home, like right now.
You've been watching Diaspora Connect UG, bringing you closer to home. Welcome to Ambrins Beauty and Boutique. We are specialists in Islamic wear, hijabs, thurmbs, kufi and Muslim headwear.
Katika tuwanjulire, iView Properties Limited, your gateway to a richer life.
You're watching Diaspora Connect UG, bringing you closer to home.